Did you put the link in like the YouTube? I mean the Instagram reel.
You said what?
Did you put the link in the Instagram reel, or is it just on YouTube?
You sound like you far from your mic.
It's probably because I ain't got my mic in. I need to probably get some
You
headphones.
know what I messed up doing? Oh well, I'll redo that shit.
Can y'all hear me better now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I just put some headphones on this. So see, I just want to be able to have the headphones in and still do the roadcaster. That's the goal.
Oh no, they can't hear. They can still hear us. That's oh well. All right, man. Y'all good? Y'all can hear
Yeah.
me and everything. All
Yes,
right, man.
sir.
What's up with y'all? How y'all doing? We back with another episode, man. This is episode 10. Got my boy Priest back with us again. Uh, got my co-host Chris. Hey, man. It would. I don't think anybody was surprised by what we saw last night. The Pacers win at home in Game 4 over the Knicks. They win 130-121. Tyrese Halliburton ends the game with a triple double: 32 points, 15 assists, 12 rebounds, and steals. But he had no turnovers, man. And then Pascal Siakam stepped up with 30 points. And then everybody else usually did what they did. Aaron Naismith with 16, Miles Turner with 13, and then Nembhard got hurt. Boy, the way he rolled his ankle was ugly. And then go look at the Knicks. They did not have the best game. Jalen Brunson went for 30. He had 31, 5, and two rebounds, but he had 3 turnovers. Cat had 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 steals, and OG and Anobi had 22 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. All right, man. So what? I'll come to you first, Priest. What were your takeaways from this game?
Oh man, it hurts me to say this about my Knicks, man. It really does hurt me to say this, but it really making me question two things. Could Jalen Brunson be your 1A? That's the first thing that's making me question.
Mm-hmm.
Could he be your
Mm-hmm.
1A? I
Mm-hmm.
I think he can.
Mm-hmm.
I think he can.
Mm-hmm.
I think he really can because he has the clutch gene. That clutch gene is only built for 1A dudes. So just keep it 100, right? But the problem with him, and it's the same thing that we talk about Luca, is how they pick on him on defense, right? We watching Indiana search for him. They searching for that matchup every
Searching
time,
every
right?
time.
So it makes you question if he can be the 1A. Yes, he can be the 1A, but this is a situation in which, like Luca last year with the Mavericks, you got to have the perfect pieces around him, right? The perfect complementary pieces to
Mm-hmm.
be able to compensate for what his defensive deficiencies, right? So that's number
Mm-hmm.
one. And number two, and I hate to say it because I think he's a great coach, but Tom Thibodeau has to go. He has to
Bruh,
go.
tell me how I said I said, what's the name? Wasn't playable in the series. He come back next game starting, bro. I said, I sat here and told y'all Mitchell Robinson was not playable in this series, bro. He comes back and stars the man, bro.
But Mitchell Robinson is playable. He's playable, bro, because of what he does defensively and offensive rebounding wise. He's very much so playable. If you
He
don't
gives them
realize,
extra possessions. I understand that.
yeah, them free throws haven't even been a factor. His missed free throws ain't even been a factor in these games that we've lost. They haven't been a factor because he's been producing that much on the offensive rebounding end and defensively with his switchability and his defensive capability and overcompensating for what Jalen and Cat lack on defense. He's been able to make up for that. But here's my issue with Tibbs, right? Why do you wait till game 3 and game 4 to finally start playing some extra bodies that are very able to play? Landry Shamet, a veteran, right?
Let's talk about it.
Wright is a veteran.
Let's talk about it.
You have all these guys that you can just throw. You could throw them in the fire, just to give he's been doing it the last 2 games and giving Brunson extended rest. Why wait till now to do that? Him waiting till now.
Hold on. That's word. That's word. You choosing words when you say extended rest. Extended rest, my ass. When they went on a run, when they went on that run in game 3, what was Jalen Brunson?
You're right. He was on the pond. But that's my point. Why wait till now? If he would have done that in game 1, if he would have done that in game 1, the series wouldn't be 3-1. It'd be 2-2 or 3-2 or whatever, right? Now we're in a situation,
get a better series, but
now we're in a situation where these guys are literally running on E. You can tell. And yes, their bodies are built for it.
Yeah.
But you can literally tell OG 1 for 7, and each one of his threes he missed last night, front of the rim. They all short.
Legs.
And
he got to get his legs in the shot.
That's legs, bro.
He's got to get his legs in it.
So my takeaway is that for the Knicks. Now, I will say this: you have to give Halliburton his credit. You have to give him his credit.
Hooper.
He's came into this series, right, hearing all the stuff that everybody was saying, overrated, this, that, and the third. Can he be the guy? And he stepped up to the plate. He has stepped up to the plate tremendously. Now, last night was a masterpiece. If you're a basketball fan,
yes,
32,
had a triple double with no turnovers,
and 12 with no TOs.
That's
turnovers. Damn near a perfect game.
You can't ask for better from your point guard. You can't ask for better from your point guard.
And if you watch the game, which we all did, right, you can see that he literally dictated every single thing on the Pacers' offensive end. Every single thing he dictated, whether it was running or when they slowed it down, him getting the players in the right position to be successful. That's what you want from your lead guard, right?
That's when they're at their best.
Now, we spoke about this on the last pod as well in regards to the Pacers. It's always going to be whether those other guys are going to do their part. And last night, those other guys did their part.
I disagree.
Benedict Mathurin off the bench, 18 points.
Yeah, but I disagree. I disagree from the standpoint of Tyrese Halliburton. His aggressiveness determines how everyone else is going to play, because his aggression, when he's aggressive, 100%. When he's going for 30 points, everyone else's shots come easier. They just come 100%. Easier. And I think that's what happened in game 3. Game 3, he wasn't aggressive and he was just trying to facilitate. Granted, they just missed some shots in game 3, but they were also, the offense wasn't in the second half. The offense wasn't running like it was in the first.
100%. But that's where we go into. We all know this is a make or miss league, right?
Yeah.
We know this league is a make or miss league. So Halliburton could be. We've seen it. We've seen it. Shit. Pascal had a 40 ball and everybody else on the team was stinky. Everybody else was stinky. This was one of those cases where it just all got put together. It just literally all got put together in one. And the Pacers showed last night that what they have on their side more than anything is their depth. Their depth is going to be able to carry them into the finals more than likely. Now, we can probably going to get into it, but now will it help them in the finals? We'll see. But we'll see. We'll see. But, like you said. But regardless, man, those are my takeaways. And the crazy part about it is not a bad series. It's 3-1, but it's been a good series all around. Like, it's been a good series. It hasn't been blowouts for real. Like, we've been seeing great basketball. But this series has came down to the little things. The little things is what's going to win, is what's won the Pacers these games. And unfortunately, Thibodeau is one of those coaches that we've seen in multiple years with different teams where the little things always bring him to a downfall, which is why I think they need to go out and get Mike Malone. But we'll talk about that another time.
Hey,
That's what they need.
hey, Chris, I'll come to you. From those, or at least from last night, man. What were some of your biggest takeaways from that game?
Really like exactly what Priest was hitting on. The fact that the Knicks are tired, man. They just went all those games with the Cavs when they should have finished that series early. They just finished playing against the Celtics as well too. So it's been a long playoff run, and then exactly the same thing pretty much about Thibodeau as well too. From his time in Chicago with D Rose, and now from his time over Minnesota with Jimmy Butler, and now he's over at the Knicks. He's an old school style coach in my eyes. That's how I look at it. From the early 2000 eras when all they had to do was go maybe 8 deep at most, and you got a different style of basketball being played too.
Yeah, so I think with like you saying, they do got different styles of basketball, but I also think like I think that different style is what really like Priest you was talking about it, bro. Like the Pacers when they slow down and how they struggle when they slow down. And I think that's what you saw a lot of in game 3 because they got out of their rhythm and offense because they were up by so much at the half that they didn't want to get out and run and give the Knicks extra possessions. But I look at you get out, run, give them extra yeah, I think that's tough. It's tough because it's like it's easy to look back on it and say, okay, well, he should have played. Well, they should have been more aggressive. But it's also like when you're up the way they were up. You're not looking to push the pace because you're just giving the other team more possessions. And but I also think you have to look at the weaknesses of the Pacers as a whole. Like they struggle in the half court offense. They're one of the worst half court offenses in the league. And when you're a team that you're a coach that preaches pace, like they're taking the ball whether it goes through the net or not. If it goes in the rim, they're pulling it out, and you wondering if these niggas even took the ball out of bounds that way they running. And it's like, but now you want to change it to like you. How did you get up by 20?
Well, look, that goes into the playoffs is like an adjustment game. It's literally a chess match, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you're in the playoffs, it's literally like I'm gonna move my pawn. What you gonna do with your rook? You know what I'm saying? And in this case, with this series, the Pacers should never switch up what they do, because the Knicks don't have the bodies to compensate for what they do. They literally just don't have the bodies. Now they have the bodies technically to just throw out there, but the problem is when those bodies that you throwing out there are there, the only thing that's been saving these minutes that Brunson's been on the bench is Cat. Cat is on the floor.
Oh yeah,
and he's been carrying while Brunson and them guys is on the bench, because you got to have something out there that's going to make up for what the Pacers do, because the Pacers are not going to stop doing what they're doing. They're going to, like you just said, the ball is out and gone. And that's how Rick Carlisle, if we look at Rick Carlisle's history, that's how his teams play.
Yeah, that's how they play.
He had a 34, 33-year-old Dirk Nowitzki in 2011 doing that same exact thing.
Going crazy.
With Jason Kidd running the point. With Tyson Chandler and Jason Terry and those guys. He had never switched it up. Even when he had Luka and Jalen, he was doing this same exact thing. The same exact thing. He hasn't switched up his playing style because he doesn't have to in this series. Now, when we go into, like, if this was against the Celtics, right? We'd be talking about a totally different game.
I agree.
Right? But this is one of those situations where after game 1, you see, okay, the Knicks up a 20 ball and they lose.
20 ball.
And they lose because they wore them down. So it's literally a contrast of styles in this situation. And as a former basketball player who's played in these situations multiple times, right? You know that sometimes the contrast in the styles is going to be a detriment.
Oh yeah, that's when you get to this level of or competition, like it's matchups. Matchups makes fights. Like we hear that in boxing, and it's just like. But let's go back to what you were saying about Jalen Brunson though. Like Jalen Brunson to me, bro, is I'm not I don't even know how I say this, but Jalen Brunson, bro, we got to get you off the ball some more. Like, when you're on the court, let the offense run through Cat a little bit. That's another thing. Cat need to put his ass on the block, bro. Get down in the post, bro.
Listen,
you about to blow me.
Right.
You about to drive
That's
me
not
fucking
his
insane.
game, though. That's not his game.
I don't, bro.
That's just not Cat's game,
bro.
Cat,
when he went for 20 in the fourth quarter, he was down there on that block.
Nah, he wasn't on the block. He was just driving the ball, face up game. That's his game. But on the block, backing somebody, last night we seen he got the hook.
We can put him in a short corner. We can put him at the elbow. But I'm just saying, face up game. We can get him in the paint, bro. Stop standing on the edge, stop standing on the 3-point line like you a forward.
But that's not his game.
He's not gonna win a championship.
But it's all about the complement of guys you have around you. Like Jalen Brunson and Cat complement each other. If I'm them, I'm not doing anything but picking pops or picking something. Yeah. It's straight picking and rolling or picking popping.
With them too, all game long.
But see, here's the problem. You watch the Knicks play, and Jalen Brunson got the ball 17 seconds of the 24 seconds. And going to your point, right? You say, get him off the ball. Who do you trust on the Knicks to have the ball? Nobody.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Nobody.
Come on, Priest.
Who do you trust besides Jalen Brunson to have the ball to initiate some kind of offense?
Mikal Bridges?
Bro, he's not really an initiator. Mikal Bridges gets the ball to go score.
I get it, but it's what the hell, Jalen Brunson? Bro, Jalen Brunson.
That's what he do, though. That's what he does.
But you just said he got the ball for 17 out of 24 seconds. Like,
exactly.
Bro, you come up the court, bro. I need you to pass the ball before we get into our offense, bro. We about to go back. Right. We need 3 passes before we get into offense.
But we talking about Tom Thibodeau. Think about when we first was introduced to him as a head coach. Who was he coaching?
Was he? I'm trying to think.
Derrick motherfucking Rose.
Oh, when he came from Chicago.
He was coaching Derrick Rose. And y'all not gonna tell me that this ain't damn near the same thing that we watching. This is then we go to Minnesota. We go to Minnesota. He has Jimmy Butler. What do we see? The same exact thing. So it's not the player, bro. He's put into this situation where, I have to do this. I have to have the ball in my hand. I have to initiate. It's not like Jalen Brunson don't distribute and is not a playmaker. He averages 7.5 or 7.6 assists. He's a playmaker. But his primary job is to score the ball. That's what he does. He's the highest fourth quarter scoring player in the NBA. That's his job to score. So if you have a player like him and you don't have the complementary guys around him to be able to be like, all right, go off the ball. Go off the ball, son. Go off the ball. But bro, listen, we know Mikal can get 20, right? We know these guys can get 20. OG can get 20. But those 20 are set up by somebody 95% of the time. If you watch the Knicks, whenever Mikal gets a bucket, usually it's off of a curl or off of a down screen or off of a Iverson cut. It's never off of unless it's one of those situations where he just got at the end of the shot clock and he drive in the lane and do that little ugly fadeaway. He don't really. That's not his game. OG catch and rip.
But I feel like with those guys, it's because of the offense that they're running, and I think it's just because of the offense that they're running. And I think that's what I was about to get into. It comes down to Tibbs is just getting out coached in this series, bro. Yeah. You're not going to tell me player for player that the Knicks don't have the better team. Player for player, we went through this. Player for player, I mean, of course, the bench is where the difference is made, but you're not going to tell me that the Pacers should be doing this to the Knicks. Like, they should not be doing this to the Knicks.
Bro, it's literally like you just said. It's a contrast of styles, bro. And when your best player is literally – this is like the LeBron syndrome, bro. It's literally LeBron all over again.
You don't got LeBron James.
Bro, you don't. But you got – this is like Bron in Cleveland part 1. Like, bro, all right, everything. Bron do everything. Initiate the offense, rebound, play defense, do this, that, and third. Jalen Brunson ain't built for that. He not built to do that.
But I think that's where you get Josh Hart. Like, that's where, like, you look at what, like, granted, he has also had a bad series. I think he has been he's kind of been the X factor for them in this series because when they won Game 3, he played a regular or normal Josh Hart type game. Josh Hart is going to put up 10, 11, 12 points. He's going to give you 6, 7 assists, and then he's probably going to get 8 to 12 boards.
Look, bro, the Knicks' problem is simple. They one piece away, and they need to go get a dude that's literally like a Draymond. They need like a Draymond, an initiator, somebody that can initiate the offense. Think about the Warriors, bro.
I see where you coming
Steph Curry don't initiate no fucking offense.
No, that's Draymond.
And he literally do the same thing Jalen Brunson does, except at a higher clip from the three. He does the same exact thing. The only difference is Steph got Draymond setting him up, setting screens and handoffs and all that. Jalen Brunson don't have nobody to do that. That's not what Cat does. That's not what Mitchell Robinson can do. The OG wants to be in the corner and catch it and rip through. Mikel wants to catch and shoot.
Okay,
that's
so you
all
want
about
me
your personnel.
So you want me to put you off the ball on offense, and then you're gonna be a liability on defense? I'm just trading your ass at this point.
But you making my point. You can't make him all. You can't take him off the ball when he's the dude that's doing everything for you.
Yeah, New York, y'all gonna hate me because I'm sending Jalen Brunson ass out the door. I'm sending Jalen Brunson ass out the door.
You can't send second team out. You can't send second. What was he? Third? He was third team. You can't send third team all NBA out the door.
Shit me.
Clutch player of the year. You can't send him out the door.
Shit me.
You can't. I mean, granted,
as far as I'm
anybody
concerned,
tradable. Shit, Luka got traded. Anybody.
As far as I'm concerned, he's getting outplayed in this series by Tyrese Halliburton.
I disagree. I don't think he's getting outplayed. I think Tyrese Halliburton's team is making him look way better. We acting like Jalen Brunson didn't have 45, 39, 36, and what he had last night, another 30. He's doing his part. It ain't.
Yes, he's
doing his part.
He had 30 points on how many shots?
16.
Okay. Okay. But actually, no. I'm not gonna just say okay to that. What the hell? What was his percentage?
Let's find out.
What was his percentage? Because if I'm gonna be real with you, he was getting to the line like he was SGA. Like,
hey, bro, y'all gonna stop disrespecting my boy SGA, bro? Like he ain't that.
No, I got respect for SGA. No, I got a lot of respect for my boy.
He was 9 for 19 last night, 31.
9 for 19 for 31 points. How many free throws he shoot?
12, 11 for 12. But what? That's almost 50%.
It's not a bad game. Not a bad game.
Now let's go into these other dudes.
But was it 32, 15, and 12?
This is where the doo-doo comes. OG Anunoby, 7 for 16, 1 for 7 from 3. Doo-doo juice.
He still had 22.
Doo-doo juice. Garbage time buckets. Mikal Bridges. He finally hit some shots in the last few minutes. 6 for 15.
Bro,
inefficient.
Bro,
3 turnovers.
That's not the difference in this game, bro. In this series, the difference in this series is the bench and the way that them boys is coming off the bench and straight out playing the Knicks.
Landry Shamet, 1 for 4. DeLon Wright, 1 for 2. Miles McBride, 1 for 3. Why the fuck is Precious Achiuwa in the game? Why the hell is he in the game?
Hey, I'm
gonna keep it hot. I'd rather you put PJ Tucker in.
Yeah.
Because you know what you're gonna get.
At least he gonna play some defense and knock down some shots.
He gonna play hard as a motherfucker.
He an undersized center, but he can knock down some shots.
Bro, listen, bro. You right. Tibbs is getting out coached, but it's also a situation where the personnel just ain't personnelling, bro. It's just one of them situations, bro. And
hey, you want to talk about personnel? You want to tell me Obi Toppin ain't shit? Obi Toppin put that dagger in their ass last night. That 3 last night. Obi Toppin hit 1 3 last night, and it was a dagger.
hey, yo. No diddy.
Okay, yeah. That's good.
You was wilding. That's a crazy pause.
That's crazy that you even like.
Hey, yo. But look though, then we talk about, like you said, you was talking about. You was right, bro. The personnel. Siakam, 52%. Benedict Mathurin, 5 for 8, 10, 11 free throws. Neesmith, 16, 5 for 9, 4 for 4 free throws. Miles Turner, 13, 5 for 8. Obi Toppin, 5 points, 2 for 3. Nembhard was doo-doo juice. McConnell was good. Tony Bradley even got on the board. Ben Shepherd got on the board. It's Siakam but when you got your main guys, Siakam and Halliburton, giving you 30 each. And then y'all other guys is giving you anywhere between 15 or 10 to 15. That's a win right there. But if you got dudes giving you 16 to 20, you're not losing.
But
You're not
this
losing,
goes
bro.
back. This goes back to game one after we had that talk after game one, and what's the name went for 40. Cat went for 30. I said, can we look at the Knicks and they do this again? They still lost the game.
They did
They
lose it.
still lost the
They
game
lost.
in game one, and I said they would not do that again. And the one game that they won in this series was when they played their style of basketball. The game slowed down in the second half, and it was the final. What the final score was like 106 to 101 or something like that.
I told you that's what if they gonna win games, it's gotta be like that.
It's
It
gotta
can't
be like
this
that.
high ass scoring games. It cannot be.
No, and
look, the thing is, you still.
but you told me, but you tried to tell me that they could stay with them, and I said you don't need 70.
They can.
Them took it for Cat and Brunson to combine for 80 points night in and night out it's not gonna happen.
You're right, but what I'm saying is, when we were talking about that, we're talking about the styles, bro. The Knicks have shown they can run with them. The problem is when they're running, their other guys ain't doing what the Pacers are doing. The Pacers' other guys are getting layups, open threes. We got Mikal Bridges shooting contested fadeaway threes out the corner. That's the difference right there. Then you got dudes wide open under the basket. Pascal. You got Miles Turner wide open under the basket. Bro, there's no reason why Tony Bradley should score a bucket. But guess what?
That's fair.
He's wide open, bro. Because they best players setting them up for success. Because that's their system. When your system is literally dribble, 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 make it happen, that's what you know. That's what you know, bro. Look, I went to Mount Tabor, bro. I know I played nothing but system basketball. If y'all from Winston, if y'all ever went to
I played for Muse. You played for another one. I played for one of them. They nothing but system basketball. I played for a Muse. Trust me.
System.
They don't care who come. Look, they don't care who come in.
All three of them. I had all three of them at one time. You don't want to talk about system, bro.
Yeah, bro. They don't care how nice you are. You gonna run their offense.
Defensive system, offensive system, on the bench system, whatever system you want. There's a system for it.
It don't matter
That's
how nice you
all I
are.
know.
And if you don't run the system, they're gonna put you on the bench.
You on the bench.
Never to be seen again.
That's the Muses though.
This is one of them situations, bro. Your system Tibbs' system don't work for series like this, bro. It don't work against teams like this. Against a Boston, it can work because Boston is very top heavy. They're super top heavy. These dudes ain't that top heavy. They will literally they third best player might be off the bench.
TJ McConnell, shit.
No, Mathurin. Mathurin might be that third best player.
Mathurin do be coming off the bench. I mean, Benedict Mathurin, no, but he is really the X factor for them, though. When that boy started hooping, they hard to beat.
And that's what I'm saying. He their third best player.
Yeah,
he literally their third best player. And he had a dub last night. He had 20 piece.
Mm-hmm.
And you getting 20 from him and 16 from Neesmith.
He dropped 20.
And then everybody else added up to get like another 25 bench points. Bro, you can't win. You can't win. And it sucks, bro, because Tibbs is a good dude and he actually not a terrible coach. But the way he runs his players into the ground needs to be fucking studied. Because boy, does he do that.
But it's like I have respect for Tom Thibodeau, but it's also, bro, at what point do you learn from what like unless I'm mistaken, the man don't have
It's too late. It's too late. He don't have a championship. But it's too late. It's been too late.
He don't have a championship, do we?
Nah.
No, I don't think so.
He got one with the Celtics as an assistant coach.
Okay, so
he was the anchor of their defense.
So if what you've been doing isn't working, you have gotten to, bro, you gotta switch this shit up. Like you gotta change it up, bro.
You're right, but guess what? Some coaches are literally just so fucking stubborn, bro.
No, that's true.
They not gonna change their ways, bro. Like they're just not gonna change. No matter what, you can have the best team out there or the worst team out there. You're gonna do the same thing. And Tom Thibodeau is the definition of it. He's never gonna switch. He's gonna stick to what he does. And as fans, we know what he's gonna do. He's gonna run them into the ground. That's literally how he coaches, bro. That's literally how he coaches.
He's never gonna win a championship, and you know it is what it is. I just feel bad for players like Jalen Brunson. I mean, yeah, I just feel bad.
Don't feel bad, because guess what? Tibbs is out of there this year, bro. They're gonna go get Mike Malone. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's gonna be Mike Malone or somebody that can bring some kind of offensive, like some offensive difference to that team, bro. Because that team is very well, bro. They have a team where they can run a crazy good offense. Could you?
Yes, you got 5 people that can score 20, 25 any night.
Could you imagine if they ran like the Nuggets offense?
Nah,
bro, that would be because look. Think about it. Jamal Murray and Jalen Brunson literally do the same thing, except Jalen does it at a higher clip because he has to. I'm not saying that Cat is a Jokic by any
I was gonna say that's what I was getting at. That's what. But I can see they can play. They can play a similar role in our offense.
I'm not saying he's Jokic, but we're not gonna say that Cat can't be as dominant as Jokic in a sense. Scoring the ball, especially. He don't have to be the distributor. Because
that's why I disagree. That's why I disagree.
He don't. Because look, bro, you just said that Mikal Bridges and OG can both do that, but they don't on this team because that's not their role. Their role is to stay their ass on the wing and be ready to catch and shoot or catch and rip. It's not to be a mid post rim, but that's why I'm saying, what do they need? What did I say they need? They need an initiator, bro. They need somebody that can initiate that offense, whether that be like a Draymond type or a dude that gathers all the attention outside of Jalen Brunson offensively. They need a guy that can initiate the offense outside of Jalen Brunson. That's what they need. If they get that, they will be just fine. Now let me tell you, it sucked, and I said this when it was about to happen, but I thought that Jimmy Butler would have fit perfect with the Knicks. I think he would have fit perfect.
Their style of play.
But look, he would have fit perfect because he's an initiator. He initiates the offense. Or they go out and get a Bam, somebody like that can initiate the offense. You don't have somebody that can do that. You just have offensive guys. That's like throwing four. That's like throwing. You just said they got 4 guys that can get you 20. But if you don't have somebody that can get those guys that get 20 the ball, that shit is irrelevant. They throwing Mitchell Robinson or Josh Hart out there. Josh Hart is a great player. He's a really good player at what he does. But he's not. He's 6'3". He's not that effective. Which is what he's gonna get 6'7", 6'8" wings. He's been neutralized like a motherfucker in this series.
Yeah, but hey,
what he brings is crazy. Because look, we used to seeing Josh Hart get that rebound, push it. You're not doing that on 6'8", 6'8", 7 foot, 6'9", like 6'6". You're not doing that. So
I got a question.
They need an initiator, bro. They have to go get one.
If Milwaukee come knocking at your door, do you put Mikal Bridges?
The whole team on. For Giannis,
that's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know. Only player I really need. Only player I'm really attached to would be Jalen Brunson.
He can go too.
And really though, if I could, I would rather, and you can tell me if I'm crazy when I say this, I would rather a Giannis and Cat tandem than a Jalen Brunson and Giannis tandem.
You're crazy. Oh, you said that you'd be crazy. You're crazy. You're nuts. because what is? I look at. You have a point. You have a point because it's just like Brook Lopez younger. You got a point.
Yes,
but he's not a defender. Cat not a defender like Brook.
But Cat can score more points, and Jalen Brunson ain't gonna play no defense.
I mean, bro, Cat has think about how besides Jrue Holiday, Giannis hasn't really played with a guard that can play defense besides Jrue Holiday.
But that's where I think, bro, let Giannis run, bro. Let Giannis run the one, bro. Let Giannis run the one. Let Giannis run the one.
No. He would be I'm initiator.
Okay. No, I would not. No, when I say run the one, like I'm not saying like let this man bring the ball up the court.
Let him be the initiator.
Initiator of the offense. Like let our offense is running through him.
Here's my point. You get Giannis, all the shit that you need for initiation is gone because you traded OG, he gone. Bridges gone probably, and more likely than not, Cat gone. Because Milwaukee not giving up Giannis for no fucking Miles McBride and fucking Landry Shamet. Like let's just call it what it is. And they in rebuild mode, to be honest with you.
But I just don't the reason why I say Jalen Brunson is because I don't think, bro. I don't
look. You want me to tell
I don't think Jalen Brunson's gonna win. You said what?
You want me to tell you who the Knicks need to go try to get?
Who?
Now this is the more realistic option if they can make it happen. Franz Wagner.
I don't think from Orlando. He's not that Orlando, bro. Or did you see what Orlando just did this year, bro?
They need a guard.
Orlando's
They was
looking to
hurt.
add pieces. They're not looking to like.
But look, they was
I don't
hurt.
know that
But
of
look,
Giannis.
listen though, if you get Franz and you already got Paolo, your cornerstone. He's the one,
Yeah.
right? And then you trade, and then we seen shades with Anthony Black and all these other guys, right? But you trade Franz, let's say you trade him for Mikal and maybe them a couple of those bench pieces, right? And you get Franz Wagner and you get to keep OG and Jalen and Cat, and you add a Franz Wagner, that's your initiator.
Do you hear the
That
team that
he's
you
the
just put
initiator.
together? Did you just hear the team that you put, nigga? Put me a trade package. Give me a trade package. What you
Trade package? Here we go. Franz Wagner, right? Let's say Franz Wagner and just throw in another piece like
Okay.
them KCP just for the contract to get it off, right?
Okay.
Franz and KCP for Mikal Bridges, right?
Mm.
You can throw Mitchell Robinson in there. Throw Mitchell Robinson in there. Throw him in there, contract purposes. Throw Miles McBride.
I'm gonna need Deuce McBride for that depth. I'm gonna need Deuce McBride coming off the bench.
They need a guard too.
You ain't gonna need him, bro.
But
you ain't gonna need him because Franz do all that. He do everything that you need that you gonna get from.
No, but I'm saying in Orlando.
Yeah, for sure.
Orlando, yeah.
But that's what Orlando needs anyway is a real point guard.
That's
But they have one in Suggs, but he's not really a point guard. But you trade him, and then you get Franz, and the Knicks get to keep OG, Cat, and Brunson, and you just add a Franz Wagner, and then you got KCP also in the trade.
But then but you talk about that's a 5 right there because Jalen Brunson can really go off the ball and run. You can run the offense through Franz.
That's what I'm saying.
I get
That's what they need. They need that type of player, though.
And
they
KCP
need that type of guy. They need that type of Franz Wagner, Draymond Green type player. Yeah. But it's not too many of them.
Oh, yeah.
There's not too many of them. But you need a guy like that to make this team work with a Jalen Brunson off the ball, quote unquote, right? Or even you can go get a Jabari Smith if Houston's willing to give him up.
They're not coming off of him, bro. Houston got a squad down there too.
You're right. But look, Jabari Smith or Tari Eason or like any of those guys, you got to be willing to make these calls. You got to be willing to make these calls though, because that's what they need. They need that. They don't need 4 guys that can get you 20. They need maybe 2 in a possible and a dude that can initiate the offense, and then just a straight up defender, a 3-and-D guy.
3-and-D.
The Knicks get that. If Mikal actually played his role as he played in Phoenix, where he was an elite defender, and he would just knock down shots, we wouldn't even be having this motherfucking
y'all messed up when you sent them to Brooklyn and that boy was going for 25, 30 a night and didn't have to play no defense. That's where they messed up. That's where they messed up. But there's going to be a lot of moves made this offseason, man. A lot. I think it's going to be one of the most interesting offseasons for the NBA. But you know who's not going to be making no moves? At least I don't think they're going to be making any crazy moves. I think they're going to keep trying to build through the draft. Is that Oklahoma City Thunder, because they about to have to. They got a lot of contracts that's about to be that they might have to start getting rid of some people in the coming years. But they just took a 3-1 lead over the Minnesota Timberwolves. They won game 4. Yeah, game 4, 128 to 126. Man. J-Dub and Shea combined for 30. They combined for 74 points, man. And I think you look at. I'll come to y'all first. Chris, we'll start with you, man. What were your takeaways from this game? Like, what were your biggest takeaways from what you saw from the Thunder, I guess, in this game? Because,
Well, of course, you're going to win when you have your big 3 go for 40, 34, 21. And the guy who went for 40 shot for 43%. The guy who went for 21 shot at 64%. And then the 34 ball shot at almost 55% from the field. And Oklahoma is just truly going ahead and play one of that 3-and-D concept. And then also not letting the other team best player really get going. They were blitzing down on pretty much on Anthony Edwards throughout.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing. I think that's the thing though, because his what's the name, bro? Like for Ant, bro, Shea went 13 for 30. Shea went 13 for 30. Shea got his shots. Shea said, I'm going to take my shots. And get aggressive, bro. You have to pick your spots, bro. Bro, you have to. I don't, bro, you can't.
Bro, listen.
Bro,
that shit is easier said than done. When you got,
bro, I understand. No, I get it.
No,
trust me, I get it and I understand. I get it and I understand, especially with the way that they're trapping, they're blitzing him, they're doubling him, but it's like, bro, when you see a lane, bro, you gotta take it. You ending the game with 13 shots, you're not going to win games, bro. You're not going to win a championship. They do it. We talk about the LeBron James, bro. Like, bro, how many times did LeBron go? Like, we saw the way they was guarding LeBron. No, Ant isn't LeBron, but bro, you're expected to be that for your team, bro. Go score the ball, bro. Put the ball in the bucket, bro.
The thing is this, bro. We are witnessing a defensive masterclass by the Thunder, bro. You say be aggressive, but it's hard to be aggressive doing. Every time you get the ball and you drive it, there's 4 other dudes right there. He's right. He's making the right play a lot of the time.
Yeah. Yes. I agree.
But the problem is, like, yeah, you make the decision, go get the ball back, right? That's what we want him to do. Go get it back and then try to get a bucket. Remember what I told you about Minnesota personnel? Remember what I told you about their personnel? They either going to be hit or miss.
Yeah.
And in this situation, bro, if it's basketball in general. If your role players is producing, it's gonna open up everything for your best player. But we also got to understand and give credit to where credit due. Lou Dort is doing a hell of a job on Anthony Edwards, bro.
Defending his ass off.
A phenomenal job on him.
He's not doing nothing but playing defense. He don't care about offense.
He doesn't care, bro. And you need dudes like that.
Yeah.
Even like Caruso in this series, when he comes in the game, he's not focused on nothing but defense. But here's the thing with the Thunder, bro, and we said this before. Remember, I told bro, they are an elite defensive team, bro. Like, bro, the way they switch, the way they move, the way they shift,
bro.
And it's not like, bro, Chris Jordan, bro. It's not like they doing this every other possession. This shit is continuous. No matter who's in the game.
All summer long.
Yeah.
No matter who's in the game, bro.
Just bringing in the runner shoes, bro.
Like, bro, and Ant is doing his best, bro. I could tell, like, he's really trying.
He's trying.
It's not him.
Look at the game. Bro, look at the game that they won. Bro was pulling up on 4 people.
Cool. And look, he was doing that in this last game, but he was missing. So he's like, shit. He got in his own head like shit.
I don't think, bro, he was 5 for 13. I don't think that's enough. You didn't even get enough shots up to say you were missing, bro.
But look, you have to watch. I watched that whole game from start to finish. Bro, he didn't have many opportunities to get a shot off, bro.
And I understand where you're coming from.
Because Lou Dort was face guarding him in denial, bro. And then whenever he got the ball, they were sending 2 in a possible. Y'all play it for Muse. It looked like the zone that we used to play where it was just a guy in the middle following everything.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like, bro. And it's hard bro, I scored 1,700 points in college. I was the guy. I've seen all these different defenses and shit. Not to this extent because they in the NBA, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I've seen defenses like literally focus and honed in on me no matter what. Like, I'm not going to let him beat us. And that is literally what the Thunder are doing. They are literally saying, fuck it. The rest of y'all try to beat us.
Oh, most definitely.
Nikhil and fucking other dude. What's the other guy? Fuck, I can't think of his name. Off the bench. McDaniels. Yeah, McDaniels. And even Terrence Shannon, 15 points. Bro, they all produce. But guess who put up a stinker?
Dante put up 20.
Yeah, DiVincenzo buckets. But guess who put up a fucking stinker? Yo man, Jordan. Yo homeboy, Julius Randle. Barbecue ass. He stinks.
I agree. And I think but then you also go back, what was it, game 1? Bro, he had 30. And where the hell was everybody else?
That's my
Everybody
point,
else was still at the crib.
But look,
shit.
my point though. That is literally my point, bro. It's gonna be games like that. And look, I told my bro this. I said, bro, he was like, bro, shit, I think Minnesota might get game 4 too. I said, bro, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I said, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. They just won by 40. There's no way that they about to come in there and do that shit again. No. And look, if y'all play sports, when you get that first game at home or that home court, that shit hit different. That first game there, it hit different. So, bro, naturally they wasn't gonna miss. They was gonna be hot as fuck, and the Thunder just didn't have an answer. But guess what? This is where the coaching comes into it. All right, bet. That's what we on. So watch this. Everybody else do it again.
So I got a question for you. Are the T-Wolves getting out coached or outplayed? Or is it a combination of the two?
It's both.
I agree with you.
It's both.
Yeah.
They just don't have, bro. Remember what I told you, bro? This shit is the Thunder come literally in waves, bro. Like, remember we did a comparison. We said, okay, this player match up with this player. This player match up with this player. And then we get to the bench, and we only named 2 and a possible off the Wolves bench. But you got 5 or 6 on the Thunder that can give you whatever you need at any given time. We watching Case and Wallace look like motherfucking Kawhi Leonard out there, the way he guarded.
I do have a question for you, though. When you look at somebody like Rob Dillingham, maybe this is because I didn't play. I was much more of a football player than I was basketball. Like, yes, I played basketball in high school, but my sport was. I also ran track, but my sport was football. Why is Rob Dillingham not getting any burn in this game?
Well, one, he hurt
in this whole playoff. Okay,
he hurt. But listen, this is why he wouldn't get run in this series anyway. And it's the most simplest answer ever. This shit is way too physical for him. He wouldn't know what to do with Lou Dort on him, or even Shea, or J-Dub.
But
and I know Rob. He plays with.
He's from North Carolina. North Carolina.
I know him. I coached him in the camp.
Yeah.
I've been on the sidelines with him. He got the most confidence in the young kid that I've seen in a long time. But that confidence only gonna get you so motherfucking far when you got Lou Dort, Shea Alexander, Jalen Williams, Alex Caruso, Casey Wallace.
Bro, the way that he plays, like,
I understand he's a little loose with the ball. It don't work with their style yet. It don't work with their style yet. Next year, when he actually gets minutes over, like with Conley, it we'll see. But Terrence Shannon's his way he plays is better, like fit for this team. It's better fit for this team.
But I guess I bring Rob Dillingham up from a standpoint of, bro, like.
And Rob would be a liability defensively too.
Oh, yes. But bro, 6'2", 6'3", but
he like 6'1".
Yeah, like, but he ain't but $150, if that. Like,
good. Shea gonna put that shoulder on him. He gonna fly his ass back to Minnesota. Shea put that shoulder in him.
You see how fast and how quick he is, though. It's like, bro, at least get out there and have some track practice. Like, wear these niggas down, bro. Something like. I don't know what the answer is for the Thunder, but they gotta. I mean, for the Timberwolves. They got to figure something out, bro.
Let me ask y'all both this. I got a question for y'all. If you are the Timberwolves, do you start Naz Reid instead of Rudy?
Yes.
Yeah.
But, bro, you already know how I feel about that bum-ass motherfucker, bro. You already know how I feel about Rudy Gobert, bro.
Okay, so
he's not giving you nothing on offense.
Give me the
okay, he's not giving you – he's not giving you anything – he's not giving you anything on offense. And when you have Anthony Edwards taking 13 damn shots in a game, I need Naz Reid to take more than 4.
Okay, so
Rudy Gobert is going 5 for 8. And he's out there to play defense and rebound, and this motherfucker only had 9 boards, bro. Like, yes, he led them in rebounds, but
look, he was 5 for 8, and Naz Reid was 5 for 9 or 3 for 4. He was 3 for 4. So I mean,
okay, but who spreads the floor more?
You're right.
Who gives you a better scoring option?
But who's also more of a liability on defense?
Okay, nigga, it don't matter. Them niggas are getting a bucket regardless, nigga. Oklahoma, bro, I don't give a damn what you, bro. At this point, we gotta put up points, nigga. We gotta score points,
bro. The points ain't the problem, no matter what.
I disagree.
The points ain't the problem, bro. They had 126 points last game.
These niggas,
that's not the problem.
These niggas can't defend them.
So that's why I'm asking you, like, what? That's my main question. What could you do if you're Minnesota? There's not much you can do. Like, there's literally
start with taking Rudy Gobert off the court,
and then your defense suffers tremendously. Which is you just said they can't stop him with him on the floor. And he's the best defender on their team besides Ant. He's the best defender on their team besides Ant.
Okay, so nigga, if you're not having, he's not having too much of an impact on these games though. Is my point. Like he's just not like. Yes, he had 3 blocks, but it's just like
the problem with Minnesota is they shouldn't have traded Cat.
I mean,
they shouldn't have traded Cat. He's the perfect fit, bro. He gonna give you at least 16 to 20, at least.
Okay,
your man Julius Randle. I told you, bro. He is the definition of inconsistency in the playoffs.
I agree.
As a Knicks fan, I done seen this shit.
Yeah.
I done seen this shit that hurt my soul for years seeing this nigga in the playoffs.
That was the problem, yeah.
Bro, he's not built for this, bro. He's not. Anthony Edwards is like, bro, he's the light of the NBA right now. Like, the shit is so focused on him, it's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Julius was in New York where the lights are no bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the biggest lights in the world, and he's shrinking. But now he thinking he go to Minnesota, it ain't gonna be that big. But you got the guy. The NBA trying to make Anthony Edwards the guy. So you're gonna have all the cameras, all the shit on you. Everything that doesn't go right with the team is gonna happen to you. He's put up 2 stinkers back to back.
Yeah.
So you can say all you want about Ant not shooting enough shots. Yeah.
They won in game 3.
He didn't have a great game. Him and Ant didn't even. Both of them didn't play a lot in the fourth quarter.
In the fourth game, you're right.
They were blowing them boys out.
You're right. It was you're right.
Like, bro, he had that one half that we seen where he had 20 and a half, and he's been boo-boo since.
That was game 1?
Game 1 or 2, one of them. But regardless, he's been boo-boo since. So we talking about, Ant Edwards not taking enough shots or Ant Edwards not doing this. Bro, if you don't have another guy that can take some pressure off you sometime, that shit is going to be overbearing for you. And that's what we're seeing happen with Ant Edwards. He wants to just jack it every time. Pause. He wants to just throw the ball up every time. But the reality of it is, bro, they throwing 3 bodies at him. So he got to give it up to the next person. Man. And then they shooting and doinging it. But what can he do? It's not much they could do with this team. The Thunder are literally, they're going to win the championship. Let's just call it. They're going to win it. They're going to win this shit. They're going to win this shit. But it's literally because of how they're built. They are built like for the long run. Like, they built for the playoffs and shit like that. They're not built for just the regular season. And they got the best player in the NBA on their team.
So you said the best player in the NBA. That's what
besides come on. We're talking about
okay. I'm about to that's crazy.
MVP, whatever. But like, bro, it's not much that Ant-Man could do.
Is it over in 5?
I told you what it was. Man, you're lucky they got one. You're lucky they got one, bro. I told you that, bro.
So going into the offseason, what moves, if you're Minnesota, do you try to make? Like, what can you do if you're Minnesota? I don't know, bro. So I got a question for you though.
They need a better point guard. First of all, Mike Conley's time to go, my boy.
Bro, this nigga been in the league since we was in middle school. Like,
he got to go. He got to go.
That's another one, bro. And that's another one though. Like, he about like Al Horford, but it's like at least Al. They not asking. Damn, all of this from Al. They need Mike Conley to step up a little bit. Like, they need more from Mike Conley.
He want more.
But all right. How long do y'all think that this OKC can really keep this team together though? How long do y'all think that they? Because I personally think that we're starting to see a dynasty form.
Oh, for sure.
Would y'all agree? And how long do y'all think that they can keep this? Because do you think Shea, when he goes to the negotiating table, he'll say, does he do what Jalen Brunson did and take 4 years for 2 whatever? Or does he go 5 for 3 something?
Bro, he don't have to take a pay cut.
I think he does.
All their main players is still on their rookie deals.
Yeah, but it's like, but in that deal, yes, but in that, that's why I'm just saying, how long are they trying to stay together though? Because Shea gonna hit him over the head at least two more times. Like, he gonna get paid at least 2 more times. Like at what this next contract and then one more. For everybody else, what Chet is gonna want to get paid.
He's gonna get paid.
J-Dub is going to have a big payday, especially after this past season that he had, and I think he just gonna keep getting better.
Listen, bro.
You
They
gonna
are
have to,
all on rookie deals, bro. They are still on their rookie deal. They got 2 years to worry about that shit still, at least. Because Chet last year was technically his rookie year. Because he missed the first year.
God forbid anybody gets hurt. But like we saw with Chet, and just like we saw with just like what they got with the guard that they drafted last year, that I think is going to be nice.
But see, that's what I'm saying, bro. They still got all this leverage in these drafts, and all this other shit they got, bro. Yeah. They are built for the long run, bro. Like, bro, they just signed Hartenstein for 5 years last year in the summer, or 4 years, something like that. He got a fat deal, but the money there. Sam Presti probably the best GM, and he learned from that James Harden shit. He learned.
Like, bro, a small market team. I don't know that the money is there.
The money's there, bro. Listen. Let me explain something to you, bro. Do you know the kind of money that's in Oklahoma?
Yeah, but
old fields.
No. Do you know the kind of money that's in Oklahoma? That they have it. Trust me. They gonna make it happen. Especially with the new TV thing coming in, the new TV deal coming in. They gonna have it, bro. They're not gonna be like the Celtics gonna have. The Celtics gonna have 2 $400 million players. They ain't got to worry about that shit in OKC.
But that's what I disagree. Shea, that's what I'm saying.
Shea gonna get his 3. Shea gonna get his 200, 300. But let's be honest.
Okay, J-Dub, the way J-Dub is going, bro, he's going to be the second option. Chet's gonna be number 3, and J-Dub is going to warrant $300 million. Like,
you're not getting $300 million if you're J-Dub. Because you know why? You want me to tell you why? You want me to tell you why Oklahoma City wouldn't even do that? Because they can draft another J-Dub. They got him in the draft, bro. Bro, keep it 100. You didn't even know who Jalen Williams was, bro, until he got to Oklahoma City.
That's fair.
like, come on, bro. They gonna find another him in the draft.
But it's like, bro. But also, like, let's not act like.
For all we know, the dude that's hurt, the overseas dude could be just as good. I think
he might be. He could be. But also, like, let's not act like the college basketball product is not like.
But let's not act like the Thunder didn't have Josh Giddey. They just gave away for pennies and quarters and Alex Caruso. I mean, who was a lottery pick for them.
But they got better by getting rid of Alex. I'm
not disagreeing with you, but what I'm saying is they can build what they're doing through like draft picks and shit. And I think what's gonna happen is you're gonna give Shea his money regardless, his MVP. You can give Chet 180, and you can give J-Dub 180. Them motherfuckers gonna be happy.
I think J-Dub's gonna be at least in the mid 2s.
Cool. Give him 2. How about this? Give both of them 200.
No, give both of them 200. I ain't giving Chet. I'll get Chet 180. I'm gonna put J-Dub at like 250.
But see, this is what I'm saying. This is what makes them so crazy. Like, even if you pay all 3 of those guys anywhere between 150 and 180 or 200, right? You got those other guys on the bench, the Aaron Wiggins, the Case and Wiles rookie deal. Aaron Wiggins, rookie deal. Caruso just signed, you know what I'm saying, 3 years or 4 years or whatever. You got these guys, bro, what's the other Jalen Williams rookie deal? Bro, they got years to worry about this shit. And if they win the championships within these years, they going to get money.
Quick. Years go quick, especially if somebody get hurt.
Especially if somebody get hurt. That's where they got the most leverage. Fuck it. Chet get hurt and Hartenstein get hurt. You know what? Say less. Let me go ahead and give all these picks away. I need Giannis. I need somebody crazy. I need something. They have the leverage. And teams, and the reality of it is the NBA is a league that looks towards the future.
Yeah.
They looking toward the future. So who got better draft picks besides them and the Rockets?
Nobody,
bro. Like they built to
we talked about it. They committed highway robbery with what's the name?
With Paul George.
When they traded PG for SGA.
Come on, bro. That's gonna go down as the greatest trade in NBA history besides the Luka trade.
Probably the worst if you that might end up being worse than the Luka trade when you really look at it, because especially if what's the name go on and win a championship, because you look at the way Paul George been playing, bro. Like, Paul George has not been ass, but Paul George has been hurt.
He's been ass.
I'm not gonna say he's been Paul Georgeing it up, man. That's all I'll say. He's been Paul Georgeing it up. We have never seen another damn Paul George performance like he was doing to LeBron when he was in Indiana, and we like, what the hell going? The motherfucker had Roy Hibbert out there looking like an all-star, bum ass niggas. But that's neither here nor there, man. But I think we gonna have a. It's gonna. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. Like you said, though, I do think Sam Presti learned a lot through that.
From that James Harden shit, bro. That shit changed his whole life. That shit changed his whole life, bro. Because now he know how to build a team from the bottom up, bro, and without making mistakes. And you know, but he gonna have those three guys there regardless. He gonna have Shea, Chet, and J-Dub. He gonna whatever it takes. And Shea is a selfless superstar, so he might just be like, "Shit, bro, I don't even need 300. Give me 250."
He didn't come in the league as a superstar though. He developed into this,
bro. All right, bro. Think how many players come into the league as superstars?
I mean, that's fair. You probably
LeBron,
get like
Wemby.
You get a
LeBron and Wemby, and that we've seen.
Okay. But I'll also say that the reason why they traded Shea is because nobody saw this out of Shea.
No, people did see it out of Shea.
Bullshit,
bro. Look, if you watch, like, I watch hella podcasts. I be watching Pat Bev and all them. Pat Bev literally said, like, bro, he seen that shit when he was a rookie. He like, bro, he look it up. He asked Shea, "Who do you think you are?" And Shea like, I don't know. I'm good. And Pat like, "Nah, bro, you like you could be great.
You're gonna be nice.
Like you gonna be nice. And bro, if you go back and you look at Shea Gilgeous highlights as a rookie, you should add him to. You should clip that and put it in here too.
Yeah,
bro, he was in his. But he doing a lot of the same shit he doing now, but it wasn't on the same scale because he was a rookie. He wasn't getting the same minutes and shit. But he had the same type of shit. And even when he was in Kentucky, bro, he had a lot of the same game.
I think
which is why he was a lottery pick.
His playing style may have been the same, but he was a guard that played for John Calipari.
See, bro, what we need to do is, instead of us talking about, Sam Presti and his greatness, we need to talk about how the Hornets fuck up every draft pick they get. Because they traded Shea. They drafted him and traded him.
We traded Kobe fucking Bryant, nigga. Don't talk to me about shit.
Doodle juice.
But man, that just pissed me off.
Like, it's not too many dudes that come into the league into superstardom. Luka came into superstardom as well. Yeah. Like, he came into it with superstardom. But not too many guys. A lot of these, like, if we look at the all NBA teams right now, right? Even Ant Edwards, he was a star, but he wasn't no superstar yet.
But when Ant out of Georgia,
but he wasn't a superstar yet. He was a star. He was like had like the same height. He had like the same kind of hype, not as much on the scale as like Zion. Zion had hella hype.
Yeah. I can understand where you're coming from.
But you know what I'm saying? But a superstar, we knew like, okay, he will get to that point.
But you ain't never watched Georgia University play no damn basketball until Anthony Edwards was out there giving them boys buckets.
But you're right. But we talking about like coming into the league, you a superstar. Like this is you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He had to get there. He had to, and let's just keep it 100. He probably just got there last year with his playoff run.
Last year, yeah.
Like as far as being a superstar, Luka being a superstar.
After he did it,
second year.
It was after he did it. After he did it to KD and the Suns, that's when he got his.
That's when he was stamped.
He got his, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like now he's there. But if we look at all these first team, like even the first team All NBA, you got Giannis had to get there. He had to become a superstar. Jokic had to get there, right? SGA had to get there. Tatum had to get there. Because Tatum got drafted to the Celtics, and Jaylen Brown was the second option under Kyrie. So these guys had to get there. They had to get there, bro.
I kind of get where you're coming from with JT, though. I kind of see where you're coming from with JT, but bro, JT was one of them boys coming out of Duke too, though.
Bro, you're right, but you're right. I'm not saying he wasn't, but what we're saying is superstardom.
Superstar.
These guys don't. That's a different tier.
Yes,
that's a different tier of player, bro. Like we talking, bro. Steph Curry had to get there. He had to become a superstar in the NBA.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, I think, bro. After that nigga did what he did to, I'm a Duke fan. After he did what he did, Davidson did to Duke, or not Davidson, Steph Curry. Steph Curry by himself.
Too.
But that's on.
I said John Shire was guarding Steph that game too.
Getting cooked.
No, he wasn't. Cooked. He was not. He was trying. He was not
Oh,
guarding
for
that
sure.
man.
For
He was
sure.
on the court. He wasn't playing no defense.
But look, that's what we saying though.
Yeah.
Like that's superstar word, bro. You gotta
You're
earn that
right.
shit. You have
You're
to
right.
earn that shit, bro. And Shea has put the work in to get there. All right, he's
So,
earned it now at
do
this
you-
point.
Do you think that all right, let's just say these two teams actually, before I ask that question, who do you think has a chance of coming back in this series, and who is under the most pressure to win Game 5?
The Knicks have the better chance. They have a better chance because they match up pretty well with the Pacers, like top heavy wise. It's always the bench that fucked them up. Let's just keep it 100. Now the Timberwolves don't stand a damn chance. Like, and it's going to Oklahoma City. At least we about to go. At least they're going to the Garden in Game 5. Oklahoma City, the Timberwolves going to Oklahoma City. It's gonna get real dark for them.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna get dark.
Yeah,
Because bro, Oklahoma City is winning at a margin of 13 points a game at home in the playoffs. That shit is like 2000 Lakers dominance.
That's crazy for the playoffs though. 13 points and 13-point margin in the playoff game is ridiculous.
Bro,
That's insane.
that is 2000 Lakers like.
Yes.
But we also can't act like this team ain't a historically good team.
Great.
Offensively and
From
defensively.
1 through
like
10.
They are
1
good
through
on both.
10. They
both
are like
spectrums.
that.
So to answer your question, the Knicks got a better chance, and the Knicks are under the most pressure. Because if we look at the series with the Pacers, these aren't blowout games. These aren't blowouts. These games are coming down to, like we said earlier, little plays, little possession, little spurts where it can get away. Like last night, we seen the game was close. Obi Toppin hit a 3. They come down, get a turnover, a dunk, game over. That's a little spurt that separates. You take away those little things, we talking about a 20-point lead that's not getting blown away.
Actually,
we're talking different.
Pascal and that 3 that Pascal hit when they were on that run, that really took momentum from the Knicks. But would y'all say that we are really witnessing like a shift in power, like with these younger players? Like,
bro, listen, bro, the old regime is over. After next year, we won't even be thinking about the older guys in the sense of championships anymore. Party over. And I'm gonna keep going.
And them boys is over.
The only hope, and I'm saying this as a Bron fan and the Lakers guy, is if the Lakers get a big man. Because that's the only
Lakers
thing
get a
that's
big. Lakers get a big, or Golden State gets Giannis.
Yeah, either one of those happen, then we'd be talking different. Now, also, where's KD gonna be? He's not gonna be in Phoenix next year. Where he gonna be at? Houston. If he go to Houston, trouble. The league in trouble. He goes to Houston, yeah, it's trouble. It's trouble brewing if he goes to Houston. Because Houston might be the only team that can defend at the same level as OKC.
All right, all it's gonna take is one game for damn KD to go missing, and we gonna be like,
what?
Like, bro, KD, bro, let's be real.
KD, look, the next year is gonna be
the
year of amen.
I'm not a Kevin Durant
amen
hater.
a lot next year. We're gonna be saying amen a lot next year. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all.
Shit, if we're not saying a sore first, like
nah, amen way better. Amen's way better than him. Not even close.
Way better is crazy. That's a crazy.
Way better. Way better. It's not a crazy take. Look at the film. Look at the film. Amen is way better, and he's not even polished.
I'm not a Kevin Durant hater, but I am a bit of a Kevin Durant hater.
Bron's supposed to have 6.
What has Kevin Durant done in the playoffs without Steph Curry?
They almost went to the finals one year. His foot was on the line. They would have won if his foot wasn't on the line. They might have won that bitch when he was in Brooklyn.
Finals is crazy.
That was the Eastern. Wasn't that the Eastern Conference Finals?
I don't think so, bro.
Or the semis. It was one of the
Maybe
others.
It was a semi. I think, bro, because I think they've only won one playoff series.
They would have played the Hawks. They would have played the Hawks in the next round.
But they've only won like one playoff series since when they had that 3 together.
Cool, but they would have played the Hawks.
Hey, I'm not saying I believe they would have beat the Hawks. I'm not saying they wouldn't have. I believe they would have beat the Hawks. But my thing is, did they get there?
Bro, no, but you're asking what would they have done. I'm just saying he was a toe away.
Okay, I don't. It's a game of inches.
Hey,
what are bro? Nobody told you to be 7 foot with a damn size 15 damn foot, nigga. Like,
Bro, I'm not disagreeing with you.
bro, it's just what has Kevin Durant done without Steph Curry in the playoffs? Like, I think outside of what he did in, like, you talk about that one thing that they had in Brooklyn, like, you go back to the best playoff run he's had without Steph Curry was his first stint, or when he was in OKC.
Yeah, that's Brown now.
And it's just like, all right, KD, we need something, bro. Like, you supposed to be that guy. Like, Kevin Durant is, and I think you can argue with your mama on this one. Like, Kevin Durant, probably the best scorer to ever lace them shits up.
Probably. I mean, there is a dude that's still playing that does have 50,000 points, but
Come on,
that's neither here nor there.
Yes.
That's neither here nor there.
I can
That's
get
neither here
with
nor there, brother.
I can get with it with LeBron. I'm a LeBron fan though, but like, we need more from Kevin Durant. We just got to, man. He's got to step up. But question for y'all though. Last question for y'all is: we get a Thunder Pacers NBA Finals. Who wins and how many games does it take? Damn, clean sweeping the ass like that. Hey, you know what's crazy? I'm with you on it.
4. I'm gonna say 5.
I don't see how
That's
the Pacers
generous.
how do the Pacers get one? Help me understand how the Pacers win a game.
Cause I promise you, Halliburton ain't doing none of that on Luka.
They can't run. They cannot run against this team. They nigga, that's 94 feet. Nigga, the ball go through the hoop. They 94 feet
and
on
the
your
Thunder
ass.
want to run. The Thunder
they want to. Bro, the ball go through the hoop. They are 94 feet on your ass.
Hey, bro, listen.
If it's a low scoring game,
you're not getting a low scoring game.
The Pacers can't play like that.
The Pacers
Thunder
can't.
can.
The Pacers can't.
The Thunder can. The Pacers can't. So what do you do? And I'm telling you, Halliburton is not having all this freedom he got now because Dort is going to have him in hell.
At this point, you throw in a towel and call it a series before you even get started.
Listen, bro. You said 5. I don't see.
I'm with you on 4. I'm with you on
I
that
don't
clean
see
sweep.
I want to see 5 because I don't want it to be.
But you know what's
so
actually
soon.
making me mad about this though is,
but it's looking like 4.
Bro, this is 2 years in a row. Like, we knew who was gonna go win a championship.
Nah, bro, don't do that because we thought Boston was gonna run it back. A lot of people thought Boston was gonna run it back this year. That's a fact. Motherfuckers thought Boston was gonna run it back.
I can agree until you saw that series, or not only to say the whole series. I think just the first game or two against the Knicks in the second round. Like you out here blowing 20-point leads to the Knicks. What the Thunder gonna do to you?
Listen, bro. That would have been a way better series. The Celtics and the Thunder.
I would say, but they would have to. The Celtics would have to get out of the East. It just comes down to matchups. But I don't think they. But then but how do you say that it's a good? That's a better matchup. When you talk about the Celtics not being as deep, you talk about the Thunder's depth, and I think you start going player for player.
Bro, because one, Boston has championship pedigree. If you got that pedigree, bro, you know how to win in any situation.
Where was it against New York?
Hey, bro, I think they took that foot off the gas a little bit against New York. Granted, we don't know what could have happened.
Yes, but you talk about that championship pedigree.
We don't know what could have happened.
That. As a championship,
we don't know what could have happened.
Championship teams, players, coaches, you kill a gnat with a sledgehammer. We don't need you coming back, bro. We don't need you. We're going to put you to bed.
So what happened in 2016? What happened in 2016?
Motherfucker, that's LeBron James on the other side of that.
Okay, and this is Jason Tatum, 6 straight first-team All-NBAs.
He's not LeBron James.
Bro, but that team is fucking dynastic. Like, let's just call it what it is. That team
I agree. They had the potential to. I don't know. Yeah, they're not going to anymore.
I don't know. But
I we'll see what they do.
That would have been a better series, but yeah.
I agree from the standpoint that at least you have all-stars and superstars that can play. Like, but
Right.
You start getting into depth, and I think it's a wrap for them too.
Right.
But man,
Hey, look, I got a question for y'all though.
go ahead.
We talking about the Giannis sweepstakes. Where Giannis go, bro? I got a sleeper team for y'all. I want to know what y'all think.
Where does Giannis? Just looking at the league, looking around the league, like I'm trying to think. Well, this is where.
I got a perfect team.
So I'm trying to think of like.
And if they get Giannis, they'll fuck around and win the championship because of their coach. Some bullshit, but they would.
Oh, well, when you say something like that, I start thinking about former players that were coaches that played the point guard position.
Not quite.
Mm.
Y'all wouldn't even guess what I'm gonna say.
No, I don't got that.
Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Y'all probably gonna think I'm fucking crazy. Giannis in Toronto.
Yeah. You're on a boat by yourself with that one, brother.
Giannis in Toronto.
Okay. So
Think about it.
Scotty.
Him, RJ, Brandon Ingram, Emmanuel Quickly, Scotty Barnes, who was an all-star.
And Scotty was hooping. Yeah.
Hey, you know what that would be like? 2019 Kawhi all over again.
Low key.
2019 Kawhi all over again.
I'm not gonna send him out there.
They still got the same coach.
I'm not sending him to Toronto.
Hey, they got the same. They got assets. They have assets, bro. They could trade Scotty Barnes and they draft pick.
We got Grady too.
Grady Dick.
Yeah.
Why you say it like that, yo?
Grady, that nigga's a sniper. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, son. Nah, man. I just think. Well, y'all gotta have some kind of idea where y'all think he might go. I think one of these teams. Y'all think he gonna stay?
Because I don't know where or have an idea where he could go, because whatever team, especially the teams that you was bringing up, you're making them super teams. Like
they got the assets.
Because you started looking at the Spurs, like you was talking about the Spurs, the Rockets, and the Magic, and like
that Spurs would be nasty. That would be so crazy. On 2K, I will play with them every time.
But it's also how like I've heard somebody say, like, how sure are we that he's going to go as for a trade?
But he's out of there. Dame out this year. They don't have anybody else, but it's gonna be literally him. They're gonna be a lottery team if it's just him, bro. Unless he just literally averages 45, 15, and 10. Like that's what he had to do.
Yeah.
He would have to do that for them not to be a lottery team.
Well, I mean,
I don't think, and I think at this point in his career, he's 30. He's 30. He wants to win championships. But he wants to win championships, bro. Like that's just what he wants to do. And if I'm the Bucks, why wouldn't you get rid of him and try to rebuild now instead of waiting for it to? Because then you in 2 years you lose him regardless.
Oh yeah, he can walk.
Yeah, life's over with. So you might as well just get what you can for him now. And there's only certain teams that have assets for him, bro. And those are the Thunder, the Spurs, the Rockets, the Lakers. Those are the only teams. The Raptors.
When you trade him, you enter rebuild mode. Do you only look for draft picks, or are you looking for players too?
You're looking for both. That's why I think like a team like the Lakers is a good draft pick. All right, fuck it. Let me get Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, and one of them expiring contracts.
No, you can't have AR. No. Everybody keep talking about having to come off of AR. No.
For Giannis, bro. For Giannis, I'm giving up whoever for Giannis, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay. Giannis. Don't get me wrong. You started talking about Giannis, LeBron, and Luka.
Take LeBron out of it. Take LeBron out of it, bro. Because he's going to retire in a year or two.
I need him to just be a spot-up shooter. Go stand in the corner for me.
Take LeBron out, bro. He's going to be gone in a year or two. Especially if they get Giannis. Because then his job is done.
Could you imagine that pick and roll?
He done did his part.
Could you imagine they pick and roll Luka and Giannis?
But look, and there's only certain teams that can get him, though, bro. And then you got to think the Spurs. They got the picks and the players. They got both. They could literally trade like the 14th pick, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, I was really thinking about it, bro.
And still get Giannis.
Stephon Castle gonna have to go, especially when you got De'Aaron Fox.
But that's what I'm saying. Or look, fuck it. You can keep Stephon and trade De'Aaron. Trade De'Aaron Fox. Trade De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is only 25 or 26, bro. He young.
No, I know. That's why I'm gonna keep his ass.
But
Stephen
Stephon
we still don't.
is 19 or 20. He's just run Rookie of the Year.
Yes.
You keep
And
him.
he's really
You
good.
keep him.
Yes. But De'Aaron Fox is also taking the team to the playoffs, and we've seen what he's done in the playoffs.
That's cool and everything. That's fine and dandy. But we talking about for Giannis Antetokounmpo. They either gonna want the young dude or somebody that's proven. That's young and proven. Give me De'Aaron Fox. The Bucks can be able to build something with that. You get De'Aaron Fox and a draft pick, and maybe a player like fucking Devin Vassell.
Does De'Aaron Fox have a trade clause on his contract?
No, he don't. He just got traded.
But he asked for that trade.
But he got traded. No, he don't got no clause. He don't got no clause.
I'm just saying he asked for the trade, and so it's like whether you have a clause or not. When I ask for it,
he don't have a clause. I don't think he has no trade. It's only like two players that have a no trade clause, and I think Bron and somebody else. I forgot. Yeah. I think it might be. I forgot who it was. Oh, Bradley Beal.
It is that nigga Bradley Beal. I forgot the Suns stuck with that nigga.
Yeah, those are the only ones that got the no trade clause.
Suns are stuck with that nigga. But okay,
so, bro, but the options are very limited to who what I'm saying the Bucks can get involved in the trade and get something valuable back. So you got to take into consideration, as crazy as possible teams may sound, like even if it's the Thunder, they can give all their draft picks. What if they just like, you know what, you can have every single one of these draft picks. Let me get Giannis. You think they're gonna say no?
No.
And then you got Shea, J-Dub, Lou Dort.
I'm gonna need J-Dub. I'm gonna need J-Dub to come in with him.
Not happening.
I'm gonna need. As a matter of fact, you can keep a few of them. Put J-Dub in that moment. Hey, put J-Dub.
You know what? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? They probably would even do that, bro. Because like I said, bro, they have guys on the bench that can produce at a level.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro. It's just, bro. I'm telling you, he's either gonna end up in OKC, Houston, or San Antonio. He's gonna end up in one of those places. But I would like to see him in Toronto, personally. Have you ever been to Toronto?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, great place. Go visit. Great place to visit, especially when it's lit. Great place. When they was winning, I was there when they was winning. Great place. Giannis goes there with that team they got now, bro. That team is not bad. That team is not bad, bro. They just young as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They just young. You insert Giannis, bro. That's literally like inserting Kawhi Leonard all over again.
Send Giannis there. Send Dame down to Orlando.
Man, send Dame to the retirement home.
Yeah, I was about to say same thing, bro.
He 35, bro, with an Achilles injury. Nigga, you ain't Kevin Durant.
It's about time for Dame to hang this up, bro.
Bro, he done got his $700 million. Just go ahead, bro. You don't need nothing else.
I don't even know why you even moved up out of Milwaukee. Out of Portland, bro.
Like Orlando need to go get my man from Portland, Anthony Simons. That's what they need. Or LaMelo.
That is such.
They need one of them.
They have to give up something for LaMelo.
Give up Jalen Suggs and the whole cavalry.
The whole squad?
I'm not mad at it.
The whole squad?
As long as Paolo there, we good. And Paolo, we trust.
The whole squad?
Paolo, we trust.
And then go get a center.
The whole squad is a little insane, if you ask me.
Hey, Wendell Carter, he's not a bad center. He do his part.
Nah. As a Duke fan, I know he not ass.
Yeah.
Man, fuck Duke.
Hey, nigga. Hey.
Well, fuck Duke.
Niggas hate all greatness, man. That's all it is.
Hey, but look, man, we appreciate y'all for joining us for another episode. Man, we're gonna be back. Hopefully y'all catch us again for the next live show, man. It's my boy Priest. Follow him on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all that. My boy Chris. Y'all can follow us at Beyond the Game, man. We'll catch y'all next time.
Pew, pew. Oh, yeah, I like that.